What up?
Hello.
Did you notice the other day, when we went to 2 stores in a row, did you notice all the people smelling funky as fuck?
No.
Dude, it was so bad. I can't think of the last time I've been in public and I was like, oh my god, whoever it is, they've never put on deodorant. They've never even seen it. They don't even know what it is. Right? 2 stores in a row. It made no sense. I was like, this is madness.
I'm surprised I didn't notice.
Well, the funny thing is,
Was I one of them?
no, I don't know. No, somebody walked by 2 different stores, 2 different times, and I was like, what the fuck? So that made me think of a time when I was funky as fuck, dude. When I didn't know what deodorant was and I didn't give a damn. When I was like gone with the wind, right? So like a long ass time ago, I used to wait tables at this place, and all the tables were up super high. So when you go up, and I'm 5'4", you go up to a table, and they're kind of like their head is above your head, like they're up higher. You know what I mean? Like elevated, right? These are some cool people. So you'd go up to the table. And okay, so that was that. So I worked at this place, and I had no concept of, I still have no concept of bathing, but I definitely didn't then. And I would always wear like the same undershirt. Like I would always put like a long sleeve shirt underneath my my work shirt.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I wore the same fucking undershirt all the time. Like, I'm talking not while I'm washing it. Okay, so one day, do we know where this story's going? I feel like we know where this story's going. Okay.
Do go on.
So one day, I would always ask my section, this is so dumb. Okay, listen to this. I would insist, actually nobody cared. I would always take the section that was right next to the bathroom. Like everybody was like, fuck that, I don't want to be next to the bathroom. And I'm like, I love this section. And I had that section. I worked there for like a year and a half. I kept that section exclusive, which is unheard of. Anyway, most people like fight for the better section. I'm like, I want the one. When I say next to the bathroom, dude, I am not being like, that's an understatement. It was like, if there was a line at the bathroom, like, people would sit in my section. It's like, please get up. You're taking up real estate. Okay. So I would have this back section, and the back section was next to the patio door. And so, employees would come through the back, and then they would like sneak in to like, the back where the manager's area is and the kitchen. Okay. So I'm in the back all the time, next to the bathroom, as we have announced 10 times. What are you doing? You keep looking around.
Go on.
Okay, sorry. Sorry, full eye contact, please. Just kidding. Okay, so one day before work, this lady comes through, and she's part of corporate, and I've seen her because I worked there long enough. I don't know what she is, but she's corporate. So she like comes through the back, and at the time I think I was like a huge hippie with dreads. Like it's so obvious who I am. Like, oh, there's that person. So she walks through. She like catches eyes with me. She instantly looks away at warp speed and like rushes to the back, like into the kitchen area. It's hard to describe it. Like, it looked really like extreme, right? Like her pants were on fire, right? So she runs to the back. She gets to the manager's like whatever door, and it's closed and locked. Like, he's not back there. Like, maybe he went to the bank or some shit. So I think I followed her back there because I had to go get something. I don't know. This is kind of a dumb story, but let's go there. So I see her hit the manager's door and kind of do this bounce around where she's like, fuck, he's not there. And so I walk back out to my section and I'm like, I don't know, filling straws or some shit, doing some manual labor. And she comes to me and she was like, we need to talk, right? And I'm like, okay. And she looks really uncomfortable. Like, she looks like she came here to have an uncomfortable conversation, and she was hoping to give it to the manager and the manager would give it to me, but instead me and the stranger have to have a heart-to-heart. So we sit in my section next to the bathroom, and she essentially said that there was a complaint about me and my stinky armpits. Dude, about me being a funky person. And it was like, and I've had this moment a lot in my life, to tell you the truth, where it just feels like everything zooms into ground zero. It goes from like being completely oblivious to all the dots clicking immediately. It's like, oh, like, and I think I don't know, maybe, I'm pretty sure I apologized instantly and was like trying to take the pressure off of her not to feel. Let me take a sip. You know, not to make her feel weird about telling a grown-up that they smell and that there was a complaint and that they should like kick me to the curb and I shouldn't be allowed to like feed my family and pay my bills. But she didn't get dramatic. She just kind of was like, we had a complaint and this is what it was about. And I was instantly like, oh fuck. I was like, and I wasn't like, yeah, I never shower and I wear the same shirt. I was just like, I don't know what I said, but I essentially took ownership over the situation, and I don't know, I felt pretty bad. Mostly because she looked awkward as fuck, and I felt bad about making her do that as well. Okay, so then, are you still listening?
Yes.
Okay, so then I was hanging out with some friends, and I mentioned to them how, and they're like huge hippies too, at least at the time. God damn my phone. Sorry. So.
Do you need to put that in the other room?
No. Okay. My sister. Okay. So, where is this going? So I mentioned to my friends that I got in trouble at, well, not in trouble. That's dramatic. That's childish. Okay. I got in trouble at work. I was told that I am a funky and I need to like clean up my act. And my friend said, she was like, and she's a clean hippie. She's like a major hippie, but she always looks showered and clean. Like, I don't know. She just made this obvious statement about like, ew, and you were like, probably like leaning over to get like plates. And I instantly was like, oh my God, these tall ass tables where these people are above, like I am armpit in your face. It's not like a regular table where people are like below and then you can just like scoop your hand in. It's like you have to like reach over. You're just like, you're like dunking a basketball in order to refill their drink. Like this shit's extreme. And I was just all up in, and who knows how many people. I should not tell these stories. I might want to look for a job. Why am I even repeating any of this? But here we are. Let's just put it out there, and then if anyone wants to give me a job, we can just start on the right foot, you know? I'm a changed person. That was a long time ago. Okay. Where was this going? So I could relate to the people at the store. I guess that's kind of where that's going. Who knows how many people I like funked over their meal. They're like having good times with loved ones, and I just show up and I just crop dust with my arms. I don't know. That's not good. Speaking of bad behavior in public. So the other day I was at it's kind of like a book club kind of thing. And there was the speaker there. And it was like nighttime, right? It was like, I don't know, 7 o'clock or later. I just could not keep my eyes open. She was giving an hour-long presentation, and the shit was so good. She was using like psychology and like Myers-Briggs and all this fancy stuff to kind of talk about the characters. I don't know, it was really blowing my mind, but if you looked at my face, it was like the ultimate rest. It looked like mega resting bitch face, but I was fighting to keep my eyes open. It was like I was about to fall asleep. So,
Maybe next time you should stand up.
dude, the fucked up thing is, twice throughout her like speech or whatever, she said, "Okay, everybody, let's stand up." It was like mostly old people. It was just like me and a bunch of older people.
Mm-hmm.
And she told everyone to stand up to get the blood flowing, and I wouldn't do it. Like, that would have saved me. I was like resisting doing the right thing. Where is this going? This is going, okay. So she gives her speech, and at one point she's walking close to like the aisle that I'm in. It's like a small room, but like it's packed. So she walks to the aisle that I'm in, and she's like close by, and a normal person would give her eye contact, like she's talking. Like, I couldn't do it. I was like fighting to keep the lids open, and I just felt so bad. I'm like, who knows what she's thinking? Maybe she's not thinking anything, but I don't know. I felt bad on my side, so when she ended, I had like gotten a second wind, and I was like awake. So I walked up to the front, and there was like this line of people to like shake her hand and be like, "Thanks for rocking my world." And I was gonna go up and be like, "Dude, that was amazing. I wish I was more awake to give you louder applause. Just like whatever, like praise her for a good job." So I was in line, and there was like 4 people ahead of me, and it was like the last person in front of me was there, right? So this last person was about to take a hike out of there, and it was my turn to, I don't know, try to redeem my fucking ego or some shit. And this other woman like snuck in out of fucking nowhere, like this older woman with like this crazy voice, like snuck in out of nowhere and was like, "Oh, can I get a picture with you?" And I was like, fuck, does this mean I'm off the hook? Like, because then I would have to wait. I don't know, it's hard to describe. Like, she turned her whole body away from me, like, shield you, you evil person. I don't know. So I was like, should I just take this as my exit cue and run off? And that's what I chose to do. But I left her a little note. I was like, great job. She has no idea who left the note. There was a lot of people there.
I'm sure she appreciated it.
I appreciate it. Dude, her speech was so good. I was like, ugh, why am I giving her resting bitch face? She deserves excited bitch face. Do you have any stories?
Not that I can think of.
Yeah, I can tell. You're like ready to wrap it up. All right. Oh, before we end this, quick one. Last week I posted a chit chat where I was talking about how the channel name's gonna change and everyone's gonna be confused and cry a fucking river, like, because they're like, where'd you go? Or what the fuck? Okay. So if you didn't hear that last chit chat, I would recommend that. Okay. Peace.